Group.
The following is a sponsored program paid for by Robin Gwaltney Group-RE Results. Welcome to Rochester Real Estate, featuring Robin Gwaltney from Gwaltney Group-RE Results and Andy Brownell. Here's Andy Brownell on Rochester's News Talk, 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
Good morning. It's Saturday. I'm Andy Brownell, along with Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group-RE Results here on News Talk, 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM. Robin?
Good morning.
How you doing?
Doing all right. So, here we are. Already the last of July. Crazy.
It's dark by 9 p.m.
Oh, don't even tell me. And this is, I know when my kids were growing up in Rochester, the Olmsted County Fair was always kind of like, This is the turning point. We're at the end of the summer, right? And we're there. And it's also Riverboat Days weekend in Wabasha. Unfortunately, they just started their big street repairs, so Main Street is tore up, but it's actually going to work out pretty well because they've got the beer tents set up right in the middle of Main Street because the street's closed. So it's like a big party scene down there. So there's lots going on. Today they've got a big car show with 400 cars in it, I guess.
Oh, really?
So they didn't let the tore up street bother them at all. So there'll be people roaming around the streets of Wabasha. Unfortunately, those who want to buy a house are going to say, I love it here. Is there anything for sale? And I can tell them, yes, there are exactly 5 houses for sale in Wabasha today.
That's not bad for a town the size of Wabasha, is it?
Well, we'd like more. I mean, it's not, it's pretty low inventory. Everywhere we go, it's pretty low inventory. I mean, Rochester has low inventory, all the surrounding areas. I mean, that's the only real complaint we have is, I know everybody wants to complain about the interest rates. We've talked about that. I had a client this week get locked in on a 30-year fixed mortgage. I hope it's okay to say this, at Home Federal for 5.5%.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, 5.5%, 30-year fixed. So shop around, people, because there are some great rates out there.
Did they buy down points?
I don't know all of the I don't know all of the details, but I know that he called and said, thank you so much for that name and number. I'm so excited. I locked in at 5.5%. I'm like, on what kind of a loan? So, yeah, that's awesome.
Well, it seems as if nationally, especially among the oftentimes grumpy economists, that the talk of the R word is kind of disappearing. Mm-hmm. It appears we had the magical soft landing.
Yep. Well, I can tell you that as far as Lawrence Yun, who is the economist for the National Association of Realtors, his quote, and I will quote, is housing recession is over. So as far as he's concerned, of course, not all of the recovery has taken place, but that's the phase we're in now.
Yeah.
And I mentioned this last week that there are some pretty reliable sources that are predicting 2025, well, that's only a year and a half from now, to be one of the best real estate years to go on record.
So things will be getting better all along until...
Yeah, we're climbing the hill.
Well,
yep. Heading the right direction.
I have no trouble believing that forecast. It seems as if the pandemic weirdness is kind of getting wrung out of the system, so we can... the more normal rules will begin applying again.
If anybody says, I hear the real estate market's really bad, I'm like, okay, guys, this is a fact. 76% of existing homes that were sold in the month of June were on the market for less than 30 days.
Wow.
And that's not just our local market. That's everywhere. So, yeah, it's great.
And once again, to add perspective to that, when you and I began doing this show pre-pandemic, it was right around 2 to 3 months.
Correct. And that was good because we had been higher. That up. Yeah. Because we had been up to getting to the point where we were accepting 6 months to sell a house as the norm. So, yeah, no, things are great. We're still seeing multiple offers. We're still seeing full price offers, sometimes when we're in multiple offers, over full price. But even for the most part, very close to full price, as long as things are priced right. That's the key.
And we never saw it here, did we? I mean, as far as actual values dropping because of less demand. We always had the demand that kept things cruising, but in those, we'll name the obvious, Austin, Texas, San Diego, California, much of the state of Florida, places in Arizona where we thought things were insane. Here, things were just in another universe there. Yeah.
Out of control. Yeah. I know for a fact, I remember telling a story about a friend of mine who bought a house there for $1 million, lived in it, changed a few things in the half bath, put a different sink and vanity and mirror and light. Okay. They just didn't like what was there. Lived in it for a year, sold it for $1.3 million.
Oh my God.
30% on their money. Not too shabby.
That was a really valuable bathroom upgrade.
Yeah. That cost them probably $5,000. That was a very good return on their money.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Excellent.
It's good that kind of craziness is no longer taking place.
Yeah, it really is. But the reason that they're predicting that 2025 will be the best market, which will be one of the best years to go on record, is because we're going to have a lot of pent-up energy, okay? People who are putting it off and putting it off. We have the amount of qualified buyers is just building and building. And then when those rates drop a little bit and then people say, okay, now I can sell my house and move into my bigger house. Well, then their house opens up and then it just becomes a feeding frenzy. It'll be good because we'll get back to, a lot more houses coming on the market, a lot more houses being sold, and that huge group of millennial buyers that are out there just waiting patiently will have things to choose from when either retirees move down or those people that are in their second home, maybe even still first home, decide to move up. So it'll be good. You'll
be working out of the Escalade again.
Yeah, well, I have remained very busy. I feel so blessed because, it's not crazy like it was in 2021, and thank God, because I'm no spring chicken, and I don't think I could keep up at that pace. That was nuts, but I still am working 6-7 days a week, 10, 12 hours a day, many days.
Wow.
So I'm far from sitting still, that's for sure.
From that perspective, you wouldn't have minded if it did slow down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. But that's probably my favorite part about being a team lead is I love helping these new agents get their feet under them, help them work on building their pipeline and help them start to create their business plans. So when I'm a little less busy with out showing houses, then I have more time to work on that. So I will always find something to do. I'm not great at sitting still.
How does that work with the newer members of the team who don't have 20 plus years experience like you do? Is it you're the one who jumps in when the things get a little weird, or?
Well, just from the beginning, it's sort of like when that's kind of a bad example, but when you're teaching your kids how to ride a bike, you're right next to them, hanging on to them, right? You're just making sure that they don't fall. And then eventually you let them go, but they still have their training wheels. And the next thing you know, you take off the training wheels and they're on their own. And it's kind of the same thing when they're getting going. It's like, I'll let them come with me to an open house, or one of our other members of our leadership team. We have 7, agents that will serve as leaders on our team. So it's not just me trying to be a one-man band, running the show. I like more people having their opinion. I like to hear all the different ideas. I feel like it just helps us be a better team. So any one of the leadership team members will volunteer to host an open house and invite a newer agent along so they can just kind of sit back, watch and learn. And they'll do that, half a dozen times or so. And then they might hold their own open house, or maybe they'll host it and I'm the one that sits back and watches and just, lets them do the thing. And then afterwards, but then I'm there. So if I need to jump in and help them. because the thing that we really stress for our new agents is whatever you do, don't fake it. Don't fake it. Don't go and do this until you feel confident, because when people are buying a house, they're not buying a pair of shoes. They want to work with somebody that knows what they're doing and is confident about what they're doing, so that we can actually help them make one of the biggest decisions they're ever going to make in their life. They're spending a lot of money, right? So if I use this example a lot to my new agents, I remember I got one of my very first listings was a brand new construction, and it was $500,000. Well, 25 years ago, a $500,000 house was a big deal. I was so proud and so excited, but so dumb. I didn't know much. And so, I know about the money part and the negotiating, but the house themselves, I wasn't a pro on houses, and I'm never going to fake like I am. So I remember holding the house open, and this guy came in and he goes, "This is beautiful wood. What kind of wood is this?" And I felt my heart sink into my stomach, because I thought, wait, wood is wood, right? Like, what do you mean, what kind of wood? I'm like, it's real wood? I don't know. So I said, you know what? I have no idea what kind of wood this is, but if you just give me 2 seconds, I'll call the builder. So, I got the builder on the phone, and he told me the floors are American cherry and the cabinets are white oak, or, whatever they were, right? So he just told me what everything was. And so I remember the buyer saying to me, "Thank you so much for using your resources." I said, "Well, I'm very new. I have a lot to learn." And he goes, "Well, I'll tell you, you're ahead of the game, because I've been in some open houses where I ask a question. Clearly, I catch the agent off guard, and they just start to BS me." And he says, "I know when I'm being BS'd." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not going to do that." So...
yeah, it's always amazing. Everybody's got a pretty good radar for that, I think.
Right. And so that's what we try to teach our new agents. Like, just use your resources. You've got a whole team full of very experienced agents behind you, and any one of us is going to be at your beck and call to help you. So, yeah, we all have to start out as new agents. That's the way it works. We're all new in the beginning. Right? Just like you were new on the radio when you started, and now you're a pro's pro. Yeah. So it's just the kind of guidance you get and the help you get. And I tell people, when you have some downtime, my gosh, spend it touring homes and get a good feel for what does a $300,000 house look like, or do research, or do courses online, or just read, because the more you know in your field, the better you are at what you do.
Absolutely. Okay. We have to take a break already, Robin. We'll be back in a moment with Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group RE/MAX results on News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
We'll be right back with Robin Gwaltney and Andy Brownell on Rochester Real Estate. This is News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM. Rochester Real Estate with Robin Gwaltney from Gwaltney Group RE/MAX results and Andy Brownell on Rochester's News Talk 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
Welcome back, everyone. Saturday morning with Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group RE/MAX results here at News Talk 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM. And of course, we're talking real estate, because that's the gist of all of this. And prior to the break, we were talking about how that economist had said the housing market recession is done, and now this is the beginning of the recovery mode.
Correct.
And
how we can be so thrown off base by reports and numbers. Not that they're not true, they're true, but you have to look at the whole picture. So, if you say, okay, 2019 was a great year in real estate. Everybody had a fabulous year. People were getting houses at, good prices, good interest rates. Sellers were getting good amounts of money for their homes. Things were selling quickly. It was a great year. Then 2021 was, 20% better. And then 2021 was even 25% better. So like in 2 years, the market went up like 45%. It was crazy. It was on fire. Then you say in 2022, things are down 20%. Well, yeah, down from the 45% up, right? So that means they're still up 25%. And now this year you're hearing things are down 18%. Okay, that means we're still up over 19, which was a really, really good year. So yeah, it wasn't going to continue to go 20% up, 25% up. If it did, guess what? Nobody would be affording to buy houses.
Oh, very quickly, yeah.
Yeah, so it's good. I mean, I'll tell you some key market trends that I have here for you. So new listings, year over year, there are actually 25.7% fewer listings to sell. So is it a surprise that sales are 18% down if we have 25% fewer homes to sell?
No.
Yeah, I mean, of course we have to be down. If we have fewer homes to sell, our production has to be down. So, but month over month change. So how was July compared to June? Well, it was down 2%. Okay, so that's like barely anything. Then if you look at total housing inventory, not just the new listings, but what do we have out there for all of our inventory? We have 13.6% fewer homes on the market than we had at this time last year. But we have the exact same amount as we had last month. So it hasn't gotten worse from last month. So here we are on that climbing up the hill. Okay, so these numbers are going to turn around. Already the home prices number has turned around. Year over year, we're down 2% from last year. Now, excuse me, 0.2%. So just a fraction, like nothing. But from last month, we're up 1.3%.
Is that right? Really?
Yeah. So prices are starting to go up, and it's because of supply and demand, right? We have fewer homes to sell because people are sitting tight because they're waiting on that interest rate. So then the supply gets tight, and then the price goes up. And that's what I try to explain to people. If you wait for a year to buy your house, you're probably right. The interest rate's going to be a little lower. If you wait 2 years, it's probably going to be even a little bit lower. But guess what's going to have happened to the price of that house that you're waiting to buy?
If it's already gone up 1% from a month ago?
Yeah. It's
do the math.
Do the math. And if there's more buyers that come in back into the marketplace because they're also excited about that rate dropping, we're back into those multiple offers, waiving your inspection, paying over ask. Trust me when I tell you, it is a really good time to go buy a house right now.
Are you having discussions with people about the ARMs as far as mortgages are concerned? Because right now it seems like a perfect time to look at that.
It depends on who it is. Like if we have incoming residents, I have always talked about ARMs because even when rates were super low, it was even lower with the ARM.
Right.
Some people weren't even offering them, but the truth is if you know you're only going to live here for 5 years, then and you can get a cheaper mortgage if you do a 5-year ARM, then hello, we're going to do that, right?
Yeah, but if you're a gambling person, I hate to put it that way, but looking at trends within the life of that ARM, the adjustable rate mortgage, I'm betting that rates go down.
Yeah, exactly.
So and
the other option, the other option is there's some products out there that'll give you a one-time like free pass to lower your rate.
Well, that's even better.
Yeah. So there's good products out there, right? One other market trend that I did want to talk about is for year-over-year changes. How many homes that we're putting on the market are selling in less than a month? Okay. That number was actually 13% fewer year over year. So there was a much higher percentage a year ago, again, based on the rates, right? But right now, 2.7% more have sold in less than a month than last month. So climbing the hill. Things are
accelerating
in the right direction. Right. Yes, they are.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, buyer traffic, like I have, we get flow charts of how many showings each listing has, and home buyers have been very active. The showings have been definitely increasing. And I feel like that's the writing's on the wall.
Right. That's that pent-up demand right there.
Right. Mm-hmm.
People are out there. And the reason I brought up the ARM is if that person was waiting to go up to the next level of a home because of the interest rates, I would have thought
it'd be a great way to do it.
Perfect person, because if they're worried about the rate, this is the way to get a cheaper rate.
Yeah, exactly. And you mentioned buy downs, and that's happening. So there are ways around it. It's all about, I know people are out there, geez, Louise, Robin, how many times are you going to say this to us? But it's all about working with a lender who has experience, has knowledge, knows about all the different products, knows that, hey, we can make something work, and let's just figure out what your situation is and what works best for you. So creative financing, it's huge right now.
I know when I started doing this show with you, that was one of the biggest eye-openers I had was all the different types of mortgage products there are.
Yeah.
I had I knew about ARMs. That was about it. The rest of it, I was like, wow, I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
No, it is great.
We have to take a break already. We'll be back with Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group RE/MAX results on News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
We'll be right back with Robin Gwaltney and Andy Brownell on Rochester Real Estate. This is News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM. Rochester Real Estate with Robin Gwaltney from Gwaltney Group RE/MAX results and Andy Brownell on Rochester's News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
We are back with Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group RE/MAX results, News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM. Robin, I was thinking it was about this time last year that you had that fantastic picnic out at the History Center.
It is coming up. Coming up. Yeah, so last year, we love our customers. Oh my gosh, we love to appreciate our customers. We do lots of fun things. In the wintertime, we'll close down the theater and have a free movie, and we'll have Santa. We just love to think outside the box and really get involved both in the community and just showing appreciation to our clients. So last year, I thought our customer appreciation was just really, it just far exceeded my expectations. It was a lot of fun. A lot of work went into it. We did it out at the History Center, like you mentioned. We had about 350 people in attendance. It was a Hawaiian luau theme, and we gave away a free trip for 4 to a really beautiful 5-star resort in Hawaii. So we had the plastic leis, and we had the Hawaiian food, kind of the luau food, and it was fun. It was really fun. You were there. Yes. It was a good time. We had lots of good games and prizes. We had bingo for the adults and kids if they wanted to play. And then we had a hula hoop contest for the kids. I actually think we had a couple adults in there, too. We had a Hawaiian dress-up contest. We had different things. This year, our theme is going to be old-fashioned country picnic. So we're going to have the red and white check tablecloths, and we're going to have gunny sack races, and we're going to have 3-legged races, those kind of fun things. We're going to have a DJ with fun music, just like we did last year. We are going to have bingo. We'll have great prizes. I think we gave away, in addition to the Hawaiian vacation, that included $2,000 worth of airfare, an all-expense trip. I mean, it was truly an all-expense paid trip. We also gave away another couple of grand worth of gift cards. So we love our clients. We love you all. As a matter of fact, while I'm on that, we were recently nominated by one of our customers as a best of the best real estate group in Rochester. So whoever did that, thank you. And thanks for everybody who's been voting. So we know that you love us, and we want you to know that we love you back. So this party will be next Sunday at the History Center. And we say it's for our past clients, our present clients, and, of course, our future clients. So if you think, I know I'm going to be buying a house soon, and I know I'm going to be using the Gwaltney Group, that means you're invited. So show up. It's between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock on Sunday, August 6th. Is that the date? So Sunday the 6th?
That's a good one.
That's what sounds right to me. I don't have a calendar in front of me.
It's Sunday. That's good enough. Not this
next Sunday.
Next
not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. Yes, and we've kind of upped the game this year. We have, we've got a giveaway vacation again, but this time you get to work with our travel agent and pick where you want to go. You have a lot of choices, and it will once again come with airfare. Now, there is a catch. You can only register for the trip if you literally have been a client and purchased or sold with a member of the Gwaltney Group. Now, you might have an agent who used to work for a different company, but now they're with the Gwaltney Group, but you bought with them when they worked for the other company. Doesn't matter. Now they're with the Gwaltney Group. So now you qualify. Yes. And if you're currently under contract and working with the Gwaltney Group, say your house is listed or you're out in the process of shopping for homes, then you also qualify. The other people are welcome, and they're welcome to win at bingo and win the other prizes and have a delicious lunch, but don't get to qualify for the big grand prize giveaway.
So my kid, of course, he's going to register, and they don't have kids yet, so I expect that they would have to take me.
Of course. And I actually think they should let you pick the vacation. I mean, really, everything you've done for them.
To be fair,
I'm just saying, yeah. But so for the little kids that come, because this is definitely a family affair, bring grandma, grandpa, the little ones, whoever. There's something for everybody, truthfully. And the little ones are going to have not only the fun picnic games, they're going to have their little duck pond with prizes. And we have a big jumping, whatever you call them, jump house, bounce house, and a slide, a big blow-up slide. So, yeah, there'll be a lot of fun.
Bigger and better.
From 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. next Sunday, a week from tomorrow.
Fantastic. We only have a few minutes left, Robin. Do you have any listings you want to cover?
Let me take a look. We do have a few new listings. We've got one at 5310 Augusta Lane Northwest. This one is a 4-bed, 2-bath home with 2,212 square feet. It is listed it's a 3-level split, so multi-level split kind of thing. And it is $349,900. Okay?
Right in that sweet range.
It is. And then we have one that is also pretty new on the market. This one is 227 Harwood Avenue Northeast out in Chatfield. And this one is built in 1961. It's got 3 beds, 2 baths. It's basically a tuck-under ranch style house. And it was listed for $249,900.
All right.
Okay. I still have that awesome place out on the lake. I guess, it hasn't sold because maybe the price was a bit high, but they just did a lovely price reduction, dropped by $50,000.
Oh my goodness!
So we went from $750 to $699.9. I've noticed we've turned a lot more heads, gotten a lot more attention. It's one of those things that's hard to price because it's just a rare thing. It's like, what will someone pay to have a double wide lot on Lake Zumbro?
On Ryan's Bay too. Which
is a really nice area. So that's there. So if you want to see that, call me. And I think everything else we just recently went over. So I think we're pretty up to speed.
All right. So how do we get a hold of you? If you want to become one of those new clients who can still qualify to win for the trip next week.
Absolutely. I would love it. Or if you just want more details about the party or anything, if you want to chat, just give me a call. If I'm not already talking to somebody else, I will take your call, I promise. So my cell phone is 507-259-4926.
All right, Robin, you have a great week and the rest of the weekend. Thank you so much.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
All right, Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group-RE results on News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.9 FM.